Hello there and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes. Now, last time we managed to get ourselves into Arneson's estate. Now, well, in search of his connection to the case at large. Following the money, basically, because in the Alvarez Institute we found that it was being funded by the sale of black opals, which were then tied to Arneson's estate. So we went investigating. Got in there. Turns out there was a mass deletion. A few bodies just, hanging around. And dug a little bit deeper. Found out that Arneson was not directly involved in the sale, and that it was his manservant. I've completely forgotten his name. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it. I'm sure it begins with an A. Arshat or Arhat or something like that. But I'll remember when we get in the game and I'll see it. So, discovered that it was him selling the black opals using Arneson's good name and his standing in order to sell them. And also worked out that Arneson himself is still currently alive and has been taken into the Bayou by his manservant, and I'm assuming there's going to be some other people involved there. So off we trotted into the Bayou, coming up to night time, which apparently is something that you don't do. You don't go into the Bayou at night time, which I've never been there, but I'm likely to agree with that. I would not go in there at night time. It's not something I would do. I don't know about you guys. So that's basically where we left off. We are going to find Arneson, or maybe what remains of Arneson. His current status is Schrodinger. He's both dead and alive until we find out one way or the other. He could be dead, could be alive. One of the things. We're going to find out. I'm assuming he's going to be dead, possibly in a ritual kind of thing. We never know, we might be surprised. I've been surprised before. So, that being said, we are just going to jump straight back in. So please grab your favourite drinks and snacks. Grab up something comfortable. Come hang out with me as we dive straight back in Sherlock Holmes. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. I fought that one the entire time.
Holmes, do you believe the sheriff that we won't escape?
One cannot be hurt by superstition, Watson. This
is not where we left off.
It reeks of damp. We're more likely to sink in there than on our boat. Let's go.
Okay. Did he actually... Oh, wait. Never mind. We were actually on the boat when we left off. It seems to have put us to shore. Maybe like a checkpoint. I'm assuming we're going this way. Also, Sherlock's got a shotgun. Or rifle. I think it's a rifle.
Look, Holmes. Fireflies!
Yes. Hold on. Before let's stop there, Watson. Just a second. Do we have any questions in here? No, we don't. What do we have? Ashmat. That's his name. I was going to say, I almost said Asshat, and it's not Asshat, it's Ashmat. There's a place where Ashmat keeps Mr. Arneson in the Bayou. To find it, there is a list of instructions in the form of a riddle. To reach your goal, follow death messengers and pass through fire without fear. After bleeding willow, chase the crows. Avoid any crosses that appear. Lucy said the death messengers are white lilies. So we need to follow white lilies. Then pass through fire without fear. Right, so we're looking for white lilies. Is that them? I have no idea if we're going correct. I'm assuming these are white lilies. That almost look like a human being. Am I going left or am I going... I'm just going to continue along. So these are... I'm assuming these are the white lilies. I also don't like that noise. That's not... That does not sound fun. Wait, that's a cross. Hold on. Avoid any crosses that appear. Does that mean we're not going... We have to avoid them as in don't go that way? Or avoid them as in don't touch them? Therein lies the question. Apparently we can skip this. I've never used a skip button before, so I don't know if that actually means skip this entire area. And I'm also turned around. Did I come? Is this the way I came? I mean, we're going to find out in a minute. Cross. Okay, I'm gonna take it that we're not going crosswise. I'm also going to assume that we don't have a map. There's another cross. I am kind of curious though, what happens if we ignore the red cross?
What's that, Holmes?
Yeah, what the hell? That actually gave me chills.
We should ready ourselves.
That actually gave me full body tingle right there. I don't even know what the heck that was. That's a red cross. The red cross. That's a cross. Let's go this way. That genuinely, that gave me like tingle across my entire spine. Fire. Follow death messages. Pass through fire without fear after the bleeding willow chases crows. Okay. I'm assuming we're just going to go straight through fire without fear. We're just going for it.
Am I hearing drums?
Yeah, I'm kind of hearing drums up. I thought it was just part of the soundtrack, not actual drums. Fire without fear. I'm assuming I'm just following the fire.
Holmes, I think I heard something swim underneath our boat.
Don't say that.
Just a rotten log.
Do not say that. Do not.
Did you hear that, Holmes? What do you see?
A shadow. Nothing more.
I see nothing. I see nothing. Right, are we through the fire? Whoa, avoid exits. Avoid crosses. This way. Fire. There's more fire. This way. Am I going to see a body? Are we going to see something horrendous? I think we might see something horrendous here. I'm like
you told me when I binned
fully on edge.
that we'd end up fleeing the law in a rowboat through the Louisiana Bayou.
I dare say you would have hardly been surprised.
Probably not, to be fair. I mean, it's Sherlock, you know, we do some weird stuff. More fire. Okay. Fire without fire. After the bleeding willow. I haven't seen a bleeding willow yet. At least I don't think I have. They haven't mentioned a bleeding willow, so I'm going to assume I haven't reached that point yet. I am actually on edge. X right there. One of these times I'm going to stop and the trail's going to just continue. more fire. I think we're on the right path. We've just got to keep an eye on out for crosses.
Suffocating. The stench of death. All too familiar now.
Fantastic. Just great. This is just an absolute... What was that? Don't think I can get up there anyway. I think that might be a gator.
Careful of the gators, Watson. It is stupidity rather than courage to refuse to recognize danger when it is close upon you.
Yeah, they're... I'm not entirely sure I want to go that way. I'm just going to risk it. Risk it for a biscuit. Did I just fail? Did I fail?
It reeks of damp. We're more likely to sink in there than on our boat. Let's go.
Okay, hello, Croc. Okay, so that was a mistake. So this is like, these are like checkpoints. Alright, I can deal with that. Goodbye, my guy. So that, I'm assuming, is the Bleeding Willow. And I don't think we can go that way.
Careful of the gators, Watson. It is stupidity rather than courage to refuse to recognize danger when it is close upon you.
Okay, so I'm assuming I'm just gonna go this way. Because I can't go the other way. Another checkpoint. Are we getting off now? I'm going to say yes. Can I pull the rifle out? I kind of feel a little bit more at ease with the rifle in my hands. Watson, hold on to the... Yeah, don't want to be messing with them. Watson, just hold on to the lantern, will you?
Holmes, hand me the rifle. I can shoot the ropes holding a few of those poor souls.
Watson, stay calm but be quick. An alligator has noticed us.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm left stick. And the third one. 3 for luck.
That's vicious.
That's nature, Watson.
Yes, very much nature, and rather them than me. I will say that for a fact. Are we going back? Wait, are we going back to the boat? Are we actually going back to the boat? And then now we can get past the alligators? Maybe. Yes, go and have yourself a meal. Go and have a meal. That is a crow. That's not what I wanted. After the Bleeding Willow, chase the crows. Okay. So we're looking for the crows on these. Oh, obviously these things hang on these birds. Go through this one. I mean, we're definitely nearby.
That pier looks promising over there, Watson.
We're approaching the heart of darkness.
Oh, really? That's really good to know, Watson. I'm really pleased. I'm pleased you mentioned that. Also, I'm kind of glad that Watson has the rifle.
Gives me the shivers, despite the muggy night.
I can imagine it being really awful. I wouldn't want to go to the bayou at night. I'm not entirely thrilled. Wouldn't entirely be thrilled about going during the day either. However, it's an experience for sure. Hello. More blood. Unattended wound still alive. And a footprint coming back. Same Brutus.
Ashmat dragged Arneson here.
Okay. That's good to know. Let's continue. I don't know if I want to run or not. It's very dark. I'm worried if I run, I'm going to run into something like horrendous. I think the word is atmospheric. It's very atmospheric right now. So let's run. I mean, all that can happen is a jump scare. And whatever that is. I think Arneson might be having a barbecue. Or Ashmat. It's probably Ashmat having a barbecue.
Oh, the smell of burning flesh, just horrific.
Keep away from it. Focus on our task, so we may soon...
Bare feet, different sizes, erratic movement. Someone had themselves a merry old little chant.
Thankfully, it's not Arneson.
I think he may be all dead. I'm assuming over there is probably where we're going. Vegetables.
Days old and rotten.
What a waste of food.
Damp and mouldy hay. The prisoners were kept like animals, slowly deteriorating under the gruesome treatment.
Yeah, I'm thinking nothing good happened down here.
The blood is dry. The axe has not been used for some time.
Rope. Logs. Oh, that rope. I was looking at the other rope. This is quite the scene. EA. Arneson.
The initials EA are embroidered with silk thread.
Also, he lost some silk thread on when he's dragged along the pier.
His clothes tossed aside.
Tracks.
A heavy weight scored impressions in the ground 1 inch deep.
So we've definitely got people being moved around. Let's go this way first. Ooh, hello. Hello. What might you be? A bloodied handprint. 4 blood
Hand-tied
drips.
here was bleeding in 4 places. This had to have been Arneson.
Possibly. I don't know whether he's still in one piece. Someone will be having a ritual.
This is not Arneson, just another unfortunate soul. Thankfully, Arneson isn't among the dead.
Not yet. And we have ourselves a creepy door with teeth. And I'm not entirely sure I want to stick my hand in that. That's probably a bad idea. Scratches from friction.
The tracks lead behind the stone
Barefoot
slab.
as well.
Only this indentation was spared from blood.
Okay, so we've got a scene to do. Alright. Let's go find other things then. Kniff.
A worn blade, but clean and without blood.
Surprising given its location. Some herbs. That's a lot of chili. That's some bowls of chili.
Bowls filled with blood.
No, it's not blood, it's chili. Another handprint. Partial handprint, thumb only. So I've got 2 out of 4. see if we can't find another 2. It's a bit of a spy. We've got that already. Are we going to have a proper look at that? That's look like a Cthulhu statue on the top there. See him? There's the boy there. Excuse me. Itchy finger. Someone's very, very, very dead. Okay, so are we looking hold on, what's that? What's that down there? Is that one of the ones that we need? Scratch marks.
Left hand clawed at the soil.
More chili.
The handprint on this stone lacks 4 fingers.
That's Arneson. Because the raccoon got his fingers, chewed off 3 of his fingers.
Feels the result of dragging a heavy body.
So we've got 2 out of 3 on that one. This one we've already seen. So this is door number 1. Right, that looks like two footprints there. I don't know what he's doing. Is he? That's Arneson. That's whoever, one of the people who took him. Who's this guy? That kind of makes sense. The fact that the recess, that has to be the thing. There's a recess that doesn't have blood in it. It has to be that one. What's the other one? I mean, I could be that one. What's the difference between that one and the other one? I'm gonna leave it with that for now. Because I can't tell the difference between this one and the other one, where he's a bit. This one seemed very quiet, and the other one seemed like there was a bit of noise going on. Cage, body. I don't know what we're missing here.
The wood is swamp cypress, endemic to the area. This is how those poor people were crucified.
Okay, so we're missing one bit of evidence, or one scenario from this third one. That kind of makes sense. Tied. No, I don't think it's that. I think it's the thing you don't, the cross right there. I don't know what that is though. Someone being dragged from there into there. And then put on the cross and then thingied away. That might be the right one. And we don't seem to be tied into doing anything with this. This seems to be a whole load of nothing as well. Wait. That seems to be more likely, cutting them down. Can we do it without this thing? Try and validate.
Arneson was held captive.
Alright, we didn't need them all.
Until
Okay.
his abductors tied him to a cross.
I don't know why, but
Dragged him to the
we
bonfire.
got the right one.
Arneson was left hanging here for a while before being freed and led to the altar. At the altar, Arneson's captors performed a ritual on him and poured blood over his head.
There's not kind of the party you want to be in the,
Head,
you know.
he was escorted to the sealed entrance.
Yeah, there's not kind of the party you want to attend.
To open the passage.
Right, so are we doing passage now? Or are we going to try and get into the passage now? Or pin evidence? It says pin evidence. Arneson visit a place behind the stone door. Okay, yeah, that's the one. I'm assuming that's the one I need to pin because it has the eye logo on as well, which means, which I discovered in the last episode, the eye logo on a piece of evidence means it'll hold a hidden clue. It like show a hidden clue. So let's have a bit of a spy, see if we can't spot. That actually gave me a little bit chill there. That looked like a proper head. I thought there was something around the corner. Are we looking for... I don't actually know. Are we looking for the mechanism to get behind the door? Or we're looking for a hidden clue? Is there such a thing? I must say I don't actually know. A little bit on the cryptic side. Okay, don't have any questions. The altar can provide some information. He has partial handprint form his fingers, negative blood trace of a person, both filled with blood, known wife with a worn knife on the altar. Inside the cages. Are we looking for... Arneson was held captive on the island before being prepared unknown ritual. Last trace of him disappeared under a stone door with a strange opening mechanism. The indentation in intervals had an object inside and must be covered in blood. So are we looking for the artifact? I'm assuming we're looking for the mechanism. Where or where would that be then? Unless we're just gonna open said
The tracks
door.
behind the stone slab.
It does mention covered in blood. So are we following a trail? Maybe this thing right here. That, of course, was there the whole time, wasn't it?
And covered in blood.
Are we going to use our blood, or we're just going to use... There's a bowl of blood over there. Should probably use that one. I don't want to be spilling no blood. Oh, never mind. Doesn't need any extra. That's actually great. I like that. Depart this location. You cannot return after leaving. Be sure to finish everything. I don't think I want to stay here anymore. I think I'm good.
Something is wrong with my lantern. Give me a minute.
I won't wait for you. I'm going in.
Thank you. You really just gonna... You really just gonna, like, wait?
Nothing, Holmes. I'll join you in a minute.
You're just gonna hang out in the dark and not be able to see your lantern in order to turn it on? And kind of, like, want some light to... find your light. Also, this looks a little bit claustrophobic. Almost like an intestine. I don't know, I'm getting that vibe.
Woe betide those who take it.
Okay.
Walk away.
Do I want to show my face? Do I want to show my face in this? I'm gonna go. We're just gonna walk away. We're gonna do what it says. Never mind. So that led us back here. This led us
What?
back here. And this leads us
Not again.
back here. I'm assuming we're gonna... Let's take the book. Let's just take the book. It's telling us no. Of course we're gonna do it. We're just gonna say
Human skin and still warm.
correct. We're having a freak out. That's what's going on. We're having a freak out. Let's just follow the white light.
Deja vu, and not in a pleasant way.
Oh yeah, we're back. And see, I always look behind me just in case, because in the show, when I looked behind me that time, there was a giant face staring at me, which was just fantastic. That was just a fantastic day. That was just a fantastic day all around. Do I want to go here? I don't know if I want to go. I don't know what we're looking at. I'm assuming we're fixing that. I should have looked at... Did that make it real? Or are we still in a fabrication? Can I step on those? I'm gonna say no right now. They look mighty ethereal. And that's very loud back there. I'm actually unsure what we're doing here. Well, you never know until you try. It sounded like was. I mean, I took what looked like a good couple of steps before I fell, so I was unsure. I'm assuming we're either going back there to get a different perspective, or down here to find this. Okay. Totally know what we're doing. Are we going up? We're finding another one? Or do we have to make it physical? Because they aren't physical. I've worked out that they are not physical. Or they're not metaphysically wrinkle free. I'm assuming we're going to have to find something to turn them, basically turn them on. Back through the mirror realm. Wait, is that actually correct? I mean, that's where we're supposed to be going. I'm a little confused. Only thing I can think is, are we supposed to set them alive, like make them real in the in the other realm? That'll be a giant hand. I'm just gonna ignore that. Let's just ignore that. I don't want to go down there. Right. So I'm assuming we weren't done in the other side. Because this is... These aren't real. Are we going? Yeah, we're just going off. Okay. It's actually good to know. And that's the way... Nowhere. That's a dead end. And that seems to be a dead end. And that seems to be a dead end. Okay. This place is incredibly confusing. We walk to the hand. Do we have to do like a... Not like a leap of faith, but do we have to... Are they invisible on the other side? And we have to walk across it correct... We just have to walk across? Oh, oh, okay. Please don't fall off. I don't like this. I don't like. This feels really wrong. Oh, I'm off. All right. We almost made it, though. We almost made it. So it went this way. It went around here. And it did go left. No, did it go straight? No, it didn't. Straight to the pillar. So double back on ourselves here. Once we reach this cage, we're going here. And then we're going around. There we go. Done. I actually like that puzzle. That took a little bit to work out. However, doing it...
Axes? What on earth for?
It was pretty damn cool. Yeah, I don't know what the axes are for. I don't even know where... Running past these. Run. That's quite quick. That's a quick one, that one. Oh! I don't even know if I'm supposed to be going this way or not, because there was another entirely other path. Run. 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 That was a little bit, cutting it a little bit too close. That's... Hold on. Did I just go in one big circle? That's a giant one. Okay. Let's not go anywhere near that. Let's go this way. Deep scratches, grind blood. Symbols. Can I get in this door? This door is not open. So, are we looking for these? Flower, candlestick, corkscrew? Flower, candlestick, corkscrew? Corkscrew. Let's try the flower first. I'm assuming we'll have to find these in order. Flower. But I don't actually know what we're supposed to be doing with this. Are we supposed to be getting hit by this thing?
Now it is glowing.
Okay, yeah, we are supposed to get hit by it. In for a penny. Right, so we want candlestick. We need to look for the candlestick now. So we're going to continue back around. Dodge this. That's with flower. Writing, that's not the one. Candlestick. Let's just get hit by this thing. Are we taking psychological damage from this?
There's that glow again.
And then that's the corkscrew, which we can go this way. Because it was that one over there. Please say it. Don't reset. Alright, okay. I thought for a second I was going to reset them. Go. And it's this one that we need. Yeah, definitely psychological damage been happening here.
I hope that was all. I can't take any more.
It is, yes. Let's go. Are we going to be alright
At
though?
last, the lantern's working again. Holmes, I'm coming.
Thank you. Oh wait, we're not as... I thought we were still as Holmes, waiting for him. You didn't make it very far.
Holmes, what are you doing? Sitting in a place like this?
Yeah, he got whisked off to a completely
Please,
different...
tell me, Watson.
What maze?
completely different area.
You saw me.
Do not lie to me, John. How did you get out?
Sherlock, what happened? Are you feeling all... Oh, heavens. Is that Arneson? Why didn't you mention him? Stay put. I must check if he is alive.
I've literally just checked back in. I'm just checked back into reality. More text. We need to actually go and check him first, I think, before we go having a bit of a look around. Also, is this water deep?
The unknown, beckoning, great one, lightning.
I should examine him before he has another seizure.
Yeah, I was trying to, but we're having a bit of a problem. Are you alright, my guy?
Cranium, dilated pupils, lips moving without a sound.
I mean, it made a sound before. Fingers gone.
Severed fingers, the wounds are inflamed.
Bruised ribs.
Cold sweat. 3 ribs fractured.
Yeah, he's not having a really good time of it.
Pulse is racing, 110 beats a minute. Arneson is delirious after all he's endured.
Do you know what? I think I would be
A
too.
state like that is dangerous to us and him.
Okay, so we have a mind palace thing now. Looking at that symbol on the right. Let's have a bit of a look around.
Reduces sleep and relaxation. A gluey decoction. The smell is herby but sharp. It appears burnt, judging by the color.
Mistakenly done or on purpose? Looking for another one. Something else. This thing? Yes.
Salvia divinora. Provokes visual hallucinations.
I get the feeling we need the right one. I'm thinking we're going to need that jar for sure.
Hard to tell what it says.
Are we checking on Sherlock? Are we alright? I'm just going to continue having a spy around. The deep water calls. Rejoice, for he is coming. Prove worthy by giving life to the great lord. Are you alright? Good to see you back on your feet, Sherlock.
I just need a second, John.
Okay.
The walls are spinning. Let me catch my breath.
That's quite enough of that. That's quite enough of that. Right, I think we're going to do a mind palace thing and how to get him out. But I'm just kind of a bit of a
I
spy.
wonder what this language is.
Cthulhuanese, that's what it is.
These poor souls had to endure.
For the record, I don't think that is actually correct. That's
I can't
kanji.
decipher that text.
Someone had a really rough time. And that someone is Arneson. And that looks like a whole bunch of eels. Or snakes. Possibly snakes. Why'd it have to be snakes? Berries?
Pokeweed berries, though they appear harmless, the whole plant is lethal.
I get the feeling we're going to be making
Some kind
a
of
potion.
Amanita mushroom. Extremely poisonous.
A lovely book.
Pharmacopoeia, listing drugs, effects, and directions for use.
That might come in handy. Pharmacist's Handbook. How to treat without killing. This book is a helpful assistant on your journey to becoming a competent pharmacist. Every drop, crumble, or grain of substance can bring a sick patient back to life, but it may kill him if dispensed carelessly. It is crucial to know what can help and what can kill. Each chapter provides a brief description of every substance used in the pharmacy. Remember, be precise, be patient. Learn from the mistakes of others. That's a great plan. We have a green concoction.
Odorless, watery, and hard to identify.
Yeah, let's just drink some. Let's just drink that. That's venom. That's venom. Let me forget. Please let me forget. It's really well written for writing on a rock, to be fair. That is well written. I don't think I could write on a rock that well. Right. I think we've had a bit of a spy at everything. Found a whole load of evidence. Let's have a look at how can Arneson be sedated? 2 thingy ones. Dwell, wasn't it? Induce sleep. Hallucinations. We don't want giving them hallucinations. While unidentified liquid amongst other toxic plants. Odorless, watery, and transparent yellow. I don't think I want to give them that. Porkweed. Peter from bone. Extract poison can kill painfully. We don't want to be poisoning him. Unknown. Odorous and gluey brown substances. Strong, sharp smell of herbs. For these mushrooms. Extremely poisonous. Unknown concoction? No. I didn't, to be fair. Duel is correct though. Right. Alligators. Stone alcove. No. I don't know if we're missing something. Are we actually missing something in here? Because I don't see anything. All the rest of this stuff's poisonous. Oh wait, we can search. Okay, so we can search that in the art. Okay, odorous and gluey, odorous and gluey brown. Gluey brown. It says gluey brown. Odorous. Pungent. Because odorless and odorous are 2 separate things. And a glue, I'm going to say dark. May have been burnt. Given by, it mentioned the colour, didn't it? And a gluey brown. Homeopathy. They were all incorrect. Okay. I was incorrect on every single one of those, which I'm a little bit surprised about. Right, so alright. I don't know what. Okay, we're just gonna roll with it. I'll just pick something at random to try and work it out. But never mind, I accidentally picked the right answer. Awesome. Alright. Watch was up the side the wrong way. Ayahuasca is a brown-coloured paste used in rituals across the Amazon basin. It causes visual and auditory hallucinations created in South America. The decoction's main ingredient is a local plant known as yage. We do not want visual and auditory hallucinations. So let's do the transparent liquid then. I'm going to say medicine, liquid, transparent, odorless, smell, odorless. So let's get rid of that. Odorless. Snake venom. Snake venom typically looks like yellow water, has no impurities or foam. A few drops of snake venom diluted or mixed with other substances can be used as a muscle relaxant. 1 drop per 18 pounds should be enough. Okay, so are we... Are we mixing Dwale and snake venom? By combining ingredients by hand, a sedative to calm Arneson for transportation can be made. Ingredients need Dwale and snake venom. Great. So Dwale was in the pot here. And snake venom was these vials here, weren't there?
This should help soothe Arneson.
I'm glad he... Correct. What is that?
Please tell me there are no eels inside Arneson.
Yeah. Those eels are really interested in that skull. Do you have eels inside you? You're not bloated.
I need some fresh air.
Yes, please go. I'll be right behind you with Arneson. Perhaps you can prepare the boat.
That definitely sounds like a plan. Let's get out of here. I don't want to be in here anymore. Let's go. Let's just leave. Leaving is a fantastic idea. Squeeze through that tiny ass hole. Someone's watching me. Get Holmes.
Me festering soul and let me feel. Eyes without purpose and now see the truth. Tear me mind from me flesh, score me festering soul.
Okay.
Phantoms of nothing.
Get Holmes. Snap out of it, please. I don't like this. I'm going to save to say I do not like this at all.
Free my festering soul and let me feel.
Oh, please, I wish to return. Free me, let me return. Free me and rejoice. Eyes without purpose.
My guy.
Now see the truth. Tear my mind from my flesh.
Thank you, Watson.
Holmes, are you all right?
Don't put the gun down.
Here, let me help.
Don't put the gun down.
I'm fine.
Excuse me?
Holmes? Sherlock! What the hell were you doing? He almost killed you.
Also, that guy was real. That guy behind us
You're right.
was real.
Let's go, Watson.
I don't know who he is, but thank you, Watson. At least we managed to save him. I don't know how. Well, save him.
Bon Dieu, still among the living.
Yes.
We are, though not for lack of trying by the sheriff.
Well, he'd been telling people you died in the swamp despite his trying to save you. Crooked man. Through and through. Wait, is that Mr. Arneson?
It is indeed, yes.
Well, do you know Lucy?
Belle from the nymph? That I do.
Can you go and get
Please
her?
bring her here. Mr. Arneson needs to see a familiar face if he's to have any chance of surviving.
Also, the guy on the fish, they're just fishing in the back, like, have no cares in the world.
Get you.
Do you see him?
Wait here.
Errol? Oh, Errol!
Reckon we should give him space. Farewells are painful.
No, tell me that's not true.
Watson?
Mr. Arneson has endured a lot. Lost 4 fingers, a lot of blood, and some of his sanity. But with rest and
I'll say he
tender
should be
care,
all right.
he'll survive those injuries, both physical and mental.
Thank you, Johnny. I'll take care of him. Thank you for bringing him home to me. We'll be all right.
Are you quite certain? Do you have the space? The resources?
I will stay with him at the mansion. It is not a burden to take care of your love.
Very
His
true.
property is in quite a state. It may not be the best place for recuperation.
Hush now. Champagne will see it sorted.
Then
Thank you.
Settled. Hear that, Errol? Us living under one roof. Careful what you wish for. Oh, and champagne? I'm about sick of watching that sheriff run riot through New Orleans. We ought to talk.
Funny.
Damn,
I was
alright.
just thinking that grog did nothing to save your man. Together, I reckon you, me, and Errol have the sway to make some changes round here.
I like the sound of that.
Definitely.
Our boat.
Get rid of grub.
We must make haste. Farewell all. Take care.
Where we're going now, though? We're going back to London? We are. 'Twas a dark and stormy night. The book from beyond. I think we need a good old rest.
Who's there?
Who do you think?
Let it
Mycroft?
be known that I'm handy with this revolver.
Nonsense, Dr. Watson. As I understand it, when faced with the imperative to defend oneself, one's comrades, and one's nation, you fled.
Hey, that's a little bit below the belt.
Introduce us, Sherlock.
Watson, meet my brother Mycroft.
Mycroft.
Queen's best boy. This is a grim augury indeed, for wherever Mycroft travels, tedium surely follows.
In contrast, of course, to Sherlock, a man whose obsessive pursuit of the trivial tears through the most carefully laid plans like a hurricane. Do you have any idea what you have disrupted?
No.
Your
None
ego's
at all.
inflated
I have
as much
no
as your
clue.
wingspan. What word comes to mind?
You work for the government?
International trade is a delicate beast. Your antics in Edelweiss have jeopardized one of the Crown's richest relationships.
Oh dear.
Oh, really?
Such as all the butter you've been slathering on your bread?
We need your help.
What?
There is evil afoot. Strangeness and savagery like I have never seen.
Very
Something
true,
otherworldly
actually.
Festering in the dark beyond our reach. We have seen things that defy explanation. Mystic forces, magic. You must help us.
It's true.
The British government does not invest its resources in the insane or intoxicated. Pull yourself together.
I know men like you.
I mean,
Men like you.
the Edelweiss Institute was
in ears, start wars.
pretty
and you
dealing with the
send men like
insane.
me to die in them. And the
It
rest
was insane.
corpulent cronies.
Ha! Corpulent! That was it.
Interesting, Sherlock. But as you again drift away from sanity, you find yourself another John.
Another John?
Right? So the choice is made.
I beg your pardon?
There is only us. We cannot run from this problem. I shall take the book and Davy's cryptic message to Barnes. See what he makes of it.
Sherlock should rest. Rest? Holmes, you alright? Alright. Is he in... I'm assuming he's in... Oh, he's not. He's playing violin. Do you, Holmes? Just relax. So we're going to Barnes. Do we have the book? Wait, do we have the book on us? We do. Message from Sky Davy. When storm starts, where the ships fall, see in the skyline. Okay. And I've got 2 questions in here. Critical message for Ashmat about who's the cult leader and what's their goal. Okay, 2 questions. I'm going to assume...
Another sinking near Scotland. By the Strand for all the details.
Your kid.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And let's have a look at that then. Storm of the Century. The tempest, which many already call the Storm of the Century, has been raging west of Lochaber's coastline for over the past fortnight. Officials are alarmed by signs of the storm's intensification. The storm is taking a toll on shipping and seamen's lives, with 34 ships reported lost. Even as this article goes to press, hundreds of lives hang in the balance, with seamen struggling against the elements. Sadly, the Royal Navy Rescue is forbidden to launch any search parties due to the dangerous conditions. Her Majesty Queen Victoria held an emergency meeting with her ministers about the crisis along our coast, and it was learnt that similar phenomena of lower importance are occurring around the world. In other news, a French thief with the initials AL is toying with Scotland Yard. AL? That's a cryptic message, okay.
Get the Strand, get the true facts.
It was this way, wasn't it? Barnes was this way? Yes, it was. Here he is. Your lady friends. Oh, you're indoors now.
Dr. Watson,
Hi.
Nice to see you, despite the inclement weather. At least my flowers are enjoying the rainfall.
I thought you might be in there with him. Right, Barnes, where are you? I have a word with you about pulp books. Hi.
It has been a while, Barnes.
Dr. Watson.
Been a few weeks, because obviously got to be a month, because obviously the trip to America on boat takes a while. Bob Stevenson's Guiding Light.
Stevenson's Guiding Light mean anything to you?
Well, my mind first goes to Robert Louis Stevenson, an up-and-coming author. I've been following his work in the periodicals. Interesting man. I take it his literary pursuits are somewhat of a deviation from the family business.
What makes you say that?
He wrote a poem. Let me see if I have it still. Yes. Say not of me that weakly I declined the labours of my sires, and fled the sea, the towers we founded, and the lamps we lit.
The labours of his sires.
Okay.
I wonder what they do.
I have a book on great British families. If the Stevensons have achieved anything of note, they will be in there.
Is this the wrong clue?
Please, feel free to take a look. It should be on the shelves to the right.
Thank you.
Much obliged.
Can we have another... Can you translate the
Last time
book?
we met, you mentioned your knack for translating occult texts. I was wondering if you could help me with this book.
Certainly, Goodness. Where on earth did you procure this grimoire?
In a cave...
Story.
In a temple... Sorry, in a temple in a cave in the Bayou of New Orleans.
Wow, what a marvel. I can
And it's human... I think this may be the human flesh
Just
book.
the pages bearing that symbol.
Which there are... Weirdly enough, there are actually some books in one of the big libraries.
Already
I can't remember if it's British Library or whether it's the main American library. I think it might be the main American library. I don't know what the name of it is. But there are actually books that are bound in human skin. You seem happy.
Someone is full of pep.
Yes. Mr. Holmes, he was quite the inspiration. Last time you were in town, he offered me some stirring advice, which I have since acted upon.
Holmes is nothing if not provocative.
Indeed, the thorny truth is often hard to hear, but it did the job, and now my heart is full.
I'm glad to hear it.
Very glad to hear
Much
it.
obliged, Doctor.
That is handy. Right, so are we going back now, or are we doing something here? Oh, we're looking for this book on the great families. On the right. His right or my right? Oh, his right.
For some reason, it makes my skin crawl.
It's a cool. It is. I really like that picture. You know, that's kind of cool. Much like this. Sorry, this one right here. I forgot to mention earlier on. Finally, it's only been what 2 years. 2 years, maybe actually longer. I can't remember when I actually finally got this picture up. I did have it up at one point, and then it fell down because it didn't stick properly. And then I never got around to actually putting it back up. And I finally did it today. Better late than never. Hopefully it doesn't fall down again. Hopefully. So anyway. Back to this thing here. Great British families. This volume gathers facts, stories and gossip about the members and successes of great British families. A somewhat chauvinistic account of Britain's finest. So we're not actually going to read it. Hello, Pup. We'll have herd dogs in here as well.
Take care of your master.
Nice. I get the feeling they may be in a relationship right now. Very nice. With the dog being there. Search this in the archives. Right. Message transcribed by Davy is addressed to Ashmat. It reads, when the storm starts where the ship's forced, at Stevenson's guiding light, the last embrace of all the chosen. Barnes says the name of Stevenson reminds of the up-and-coming Scottish author Robert Louis Stevenson. He veered away from his family's non-literary vocation as suggested in one of his poems. Okay, so I'm going to say Scotland is key information. I don't think we'll have a date. Don't have a date for that. Title. Non-literary. Fled the sea, or labels my sires and fled the sea, so I'm going to say maritime. And I don't know what period. It could be period or could be... Do we have any... Towers we found... Stevenson Guiding Light. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what this last one could be. We've got location Scotland. I'm assuming we're looking for the family itself. Knights, barons, counts. Okay, so it's none of those. 1800s, okay. I was actually literally going to go straight through them because I knew the other two. Obviously, they're in this left-hand one. I didn't know the third one. Right, the book Great British Families briefly mentions the Stevensons famed for their lighthouses across all of Scotland. Funny enough, the first Stevenson in the lineage shares the same given name as the latest, the author Robert Louis Stevenson. Ever since the Bell Rock Lighthouse's erection in 1810, the Stevensons have left their mark around Scotland via civil engineering feats in the maritime industry. Whether the lighthouses were built by Robert Stevenson or his sons Alan, David and Thomas, sailors roaming Scotland's coastline had the dynasty to thank for guiding them to prosperity and safety. So I guess feeling we may be going to Scotland. Don't know that one. What is the cryptic message for Ashman about? Great British Families. 2 green. Stevenson family. Cryptic message. 1 is correct. Stevenson family. That's the only other one of these we've got. Killing Tempest article. Alright. Process of elimination. The message mentions a place where the cult plan to gather, a lighthouse built by the Stevensons west of Lochaber, Scotland. And then this one, who's the cult leader and what is their goal? I don't think we have anything at all for that. I mean, we can try this. I don't think it's correct. I don't think we have the information we need. Nope, none of them. Okay. So that's our plan of action right now. Let's pin that, because apparently we can talk about it. Got any coastal maps?
Possess coastal maps of Scotland.
Indeed. Have you figured out what the Stevensons are known for?
Feats of lighthouse engine.
Lighthousing.
You have my thanks for the book.
My pleasure, Doctor. Do you need any particular part of the coast?
Loch Harbour, west coast.
Right then, I'll unroll it on the desk.
Thank you very much. Are we going to find it?
All yours. In the meantime, I will attend to my translation.
That's a big map.
Much appreciated.
That's a big map. Let's go and have a look at that then. Doggos, be good boys. Skerryvore Lighthouse, located on remote island, same name. Skerryvore Lighthouse lies southwest of the inhabited island Tiree. Designed and built in 1844 by Alan Stevenson, Tower is a testament to the determination of the Empire's workers and engineers to make life safer for seamen. The lighthouse has seen 6 years of construction, with numerous men risking their lives to build this granite beacon of safety atop dangerous rocks. I'm assuming we're just going to check out all of these lighthouses. Ruber Nangal means Stranger's Point in Scottish Gaelic. The similarly elegant brick tower of light built in 1857 by David and Thomas Stevenson is not even the only one for the dynasty erected that year. It is 62 feet tall and bears a luminous range of 10 nautical miles, lighting the way for ships roaming the south of Mull. Let's have a look at this one, and then obviously got another one on the left. Designed and built in 1849 by Alan Stevenson, the lighthouse lies at the western end of the... I'm going to attempt it. Ardnamurchan Peninsula in Lochaber. Is architecturally and decoratively depicts Egyptian influences, making it unique among Scottish lighthouses. Made of granite and bearing a strikingly black lantern, the tower soars to 118 feet above the rocks. I think that might be the one that we're looking for. That is the Goth pyramid. That's the Goth lighthouse. That screams Cthulhu to me. Barrowhead Lighthouse. Located on the Outer Hebrides island of Barrowhead, the lighthouse illuminates the southern entrance to the Minch. Tower, designed by Robert Stevens and built by James Smith of Inverness, is made of stone and is deemed the United Kingdom's highest lighthouse, standing at 682 feet above sea level. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling that the lighthouse we need to be at is the Ardnamurchan. Egyptian style lighthouse in a granite like stone and a black lantern. Excuse me. Right.
Doctor, look what I just found.
What might that be? You found something?
Hans, have you finished with the book?
Yes, I've written out a translation of the section you wanted. It puts the grim in grimoire.
Nice.
I thought as much.
Long story short, it details macabre rituals, death, leviathans, and the apocalypse. See for yourself. I must ask you to leave the book with me so I can read more of it. It's compelling. Very compelling.
Don't be, Do we want to leave in the book? Or should we I'm sorry, no.
I don't think that would be wise. Please give it back.
I'm going to say no.
That said, I remain grateful for your immeasurable help.
Oh, how disappointing. I hope you will consider lending it to me in the future. Good day, Doctor.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good book. I don't think it's a good book, and I think if I leave it with you, it's going to drive you mad, and then you're going to end up doing something absolutely horrendous to your lady friend. I don't know. I get that kind of vibe.
Mycroft, here to buy a book on fraternal dysfunction?
The Holmes family is beyond counselling, Doctor.
Probably true, actually, reading up some of the books.
Scientific study. What do you want?
I came to warn you. Perhaps you have a moment to...
Sorry, I reserve Tuesday afternoons for time with friends.
I'm worried about Sherlock.
I am too.
He's not well. You should know that he has had episodes in the past. Detachment from reality. He will need your support.
Such gall. First you crush him under your boot heel, now you ask me to pick up the pieces.
Your emotions are impeding your rationality. He needs to be distracted.
Mycroft's probably as smart, if not smarter in some ways than Sherlock.
Of mind, and that is solving his case.
The last case he pursued so doggedly was Cordona. He came home a wreck, and this time I fear he may not return at all.
You are not his father, Mycroft. Not anymore. He is a grown man, a brilliant man. I know you care for him. I just wish you also respected him.
The Crown cannot help you. But I can.
What are you giving us?
Give him this.
What is it?
A confidential note tied to his case. He may see value in it. Just do not tell him it came from me. Oh, speaking...
Also, I never actually... I don't think I know what happened to Holmes' parents.
Knowledge.
Or the Holmes' parents. Let me mull it over. Tell me more.
I'm all ears.
For your eyes only. Here is a folder with all the details.
Okay. A new case, the Lone Watcher. Do we have a side case? Okay, I still don't think I know. I don't think we got our question answers for that one. Sorry. One of our informants, Philip Hawke, has not been in contact with for the last few days. Please check his status. He was working on an investigation close to his lodgings. Hawke is disabled in home. His home is next to one of your client's houses, Captain Stenick. Please report to me after you visited. I'll be in the bookshop. It's still telling me there's something in here. A. Rochester, presumed dead. Oh, that's him. Lord H.P. Rochester, a billionaire, married an American woman. They had a son named Archibald who moved east to take charge of his father's interests after finishing his education and reaching the age of majority. Archibald held many jewel mines in Australia and holdings in England. Wealth gems rose. Oh, this is like a side quest. Is that actually a side quest? Just to hide that. Right. Yeah, I think if I left that book with him, it would turn out badly. And that's
Another
the case.
sinking near Scotland. By the strand for all the details.
Head back in here. Let's speak to good old Sherlock. There he is. You alright, my guy?
As you were, Watson. Do what you must.
Okay. Are we not actually... Are we actually going to go down for this quest? Also... I'm sorry, but, you know, we need to... He's going out in the rain. We need to sort himself out with at least a coat or something. And a dirty waistcoat. Okay. Yeah, we need to go out with that one. Should we give him that? Should we give him that one? Right. We're going out in the rain, we may as well have a go. Right, so we're going... I can't remember which way...
Get the strand, get the true facts!
It's down this way, wasn't it? Near... Archie's. Archie's? Wait, this is the back... Wait, this is the back route, okay. I was going the right direction. I just came around the back rather than the front. So that's our client's estate. So I'm assuming this is Hawks' house. And is this the one? What are you doing? You look like you're hiding, watching someone. What are you doing that for? Oh wait. Oh wait. This is it. Alright.
Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks.
My guy. Are you alright? I think he might be a little bit on the dead side.
His face and neck are swollen, and I can see wasp stings all over the skin.
Allergic to wasps, do you reckon?
Royal Berkshire Regiment.
Soldier. Allergic to wasp stings.
Only his right arm was functional. His left arm was paralyzed in the war.
Nothing in his hand. And what's in your notebook? What is in your notebook? Unfinished note written by Hawk. Carriage with a hooded visitor arrived. Carriage left. The visitor stayed inside. Boxes with gold from the Japanese Imperial Mint arrived. Boxes are still being unloaded. Last box was moved inside the embassy. Arrival of the Ottoman ambassador and vice consul. The men are having a meeting on the second floor. There are maps of M.
Capital M, signed by someone else's hand.
Mycroft.
The spyglass was positioned to watch the windows of the embassy across the road.
He's... okay, he was spying.
A map of possible routes taken from the embassy. I thought only Sherlock was capable of this kind of deduction.
Interesting.
Near perfect camouflage. It makes me wonder if Mycroft also spies on our suite in Baker Street.
Probably does, you know. Right, are we done here? Working on the skin course who's lodging Hawks disables homes next to one of your clients. Okay. So are we done in here? Also, I'm gonna say that's a new one on me. I never even thought I would ever see Sherlock Holmes in an outfit like that. Not gonna lie, it's a bit of a surprise. Also, the hat resets and excels it. Disconnect that. Pagan God, okay. Who's the cult leader and what is their goal? I don't think we've got what we need here. I'm going to say that one for sure. Oh, wait, no. Not that one. It's Ordner. Stevenson family. Ritual of Awakening. Two of them correct. book's pagan god? No. Alright, so that's him. Archibald Rochester. How did... I don't know where we got Archibald... I don't know where we got that from, that bit of evidence. Archibald is alive and leading a cult. He aims to conduct a monstrous ritual at American Lighthouse, by implication sacrifice of all the abductees of diverse ethnicities. Alright. So are we going back to the bookshop? Are we just going back to the bookshop now? Are we done in that area? He's looking at routes. Or are we following routes? And we're also going the wrong direction. I totally know where I'm going. We're heading back to Barnes' bookshop. And we're just going to take the long route round. Because...
Another sinking near Scotland.
Of course we are.
For the details.
I could have went left and cut me travel time in half. Mycroft, are you in here? There you are. Hi.
I'm sorry, I have bad news.
Please do not tell me Hawk is a turncoat.
Worse.
No, he's not.
I found him dead in his wheelchair, out in the garden.
How did he die? Exactly.
He was stung repeatedly by wasps. His body succumbed to anaphylaxis.
And that is all you observed? Was there anything suspicious?
M in the notebook?
Well, there was one thing. In his notes I found a handwritten M, but it didn't match Hawk's other writing.
Listen carefully, Doctor. Do not investigate further, do not talk about this matter to anyone, and do not ask questions. Thank you. Now leave it alone.
Okay. Alright. I'm assuming that was a side quest. Holmes? Are we going back? We should go back and see Holmes. We know what they're doing now. Are we going? I'm assuming we're going to go up to Scotland. But I'm wondering, do I want to do this right now? Let's go. Let's just go talk to him. I think we're gonna, when we reach Scotland, I think we're going to be going up there now.
Holmes, I have the translation. But Barnes was affected by the book. Holmes?
Watson?
Did you hear me? Barnes was behaving oddly, but I was able to retrieve the book and his preliminary translation. I think we have a lead. Sherlock, what is it?
I find myself burdened. It will come as no surprise that I tend towards obsession.
True.
Indeed, obsession oft grants me the insights that have become my stock in trade, but my greatest asset. Yet I cannot deny this nature proves as much a hindrance as a boon. It has cost me friends, colleagues, brothers. And despite my obsession, as I contend with the matter at hand, no closer to understanding than when we began, I must conclude that I am of no worth at all. Without an answer, what use is the question?
Sherlock, this is no time for despair. The book is real. Those men went mad.
Very true. Those are also very true.
The rest of them.
You're not mad.
I bore witness to the same events that you did. I saw with my own eyes the inexplicable, the ghastly, and the unnatural. I can attest to their occurrence. So take heart, for it was as real as you or I.
Very true. We're not making them mad. We're pulling them back from the brink.
If you cannot,
we can do this.
Trust in me for
psych them up.
And I know of no other man capable of putting this matter right.
Thank you, John. Would that I possessed even half your courage. Pray tell, where does our journey end?
Scotland.
Scotland.
Let's depart for Scotland.
Well, shall we be off?
Yes, of course. You can apprise me of your actions while we pack.
Chapter 8, The Awakening. Art American Point. Now the question becomes, I'll ask it in a minute, because I think we're getting some cutscene here.
Holmes, if we don't make land soon, I fear we will join those missing souls.
Maybe, definitely so. Whoa, hey. That's a little bit bright. Oh, something's on fire. Never mind.
These have taken too many, John. Let's stop them from taking more then.
Definitely sounds like a plan. I don't quite know what we're doing here. Hold on. Alright. I'm going to pause this here for just a second. Right. Here's the predicament that I have right now. I'm going to go big me real quick while we discuss this. Hi. So, I have overrun on time. Borderline. I've only just overrun on time. So, I get the feeling that obviously this is the last chapter. And we're going to end up sorting out everything going up here. So, I have no clue how long this chapter is. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cut probably, after this conversation, I'm probably going to cut and we'll have another chat about it when I find out my findings. I'm going to look up like how long this chapter is. And if it's a short chapter, like just only like a little bit, then I'll continue and finish it in this episode. If it's going to be slightly longer, if it's going to be a little bit too long, then I will cut it here and we shall continue this next week. So, bear with me. It'll be a little while for me, but it'll be probably a second for you. We're going to have a chat after these messages.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Right, so it's literally just been half a second for you. I've had a look, and I'll actually, rather than look up a walkthrough and run the risk of spoiling something for myself, I looked at a video playthrough of it, and I kind of skimmed up until this point in their episode, and having a look at how much left of their video there was. So it was like a full playthrough. I kind of had a bit of a look at how much more they had to do, and I think it's gonna definitely push it into a too long to add into the end of this episode. So we are going to leave that here for this week, and we're going to finish it next time. I'm actually enjoying the story. Not as much Cthulhu as I thought there was going to be. Couple of amazing. It's been an intriguing game. I wondered how they were going to like fit it in. It seems to all, like, most of it's like kicking off now with the like ritual kind of stuff. I'm intrigued. I am. I enjoy the Sherlock games. Well, I've enjoyed both Sherlock games that I've played. It's kind of like up my street. I like a good investigation game. So, like I said, we are going to leave that here for this week. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please let me know in the comment section below. If you are new here, feel free to come hang out, come check out some other stuff that we'll have going on. We would love to have you here. There's bound to be something else on the channel that you will enjoy watching. If you are not new here, welcome back. Thank you again for all the support. It is much appreciated. Everything you do is top draw. Absolute top draw. Please remember, or friendly reminder, I do have memberships available on the channel should you be interested in any of those. If you do tier 1, you'll get your name on the wall up here like this fantastic person. And if you get a tier 2, you will get obviously up on the wall as well. And you get early access to the videos up to a week in advance. If you're not interested in any of those, no harm, no foul. Just hang out a little bit longer, and like a week longer, and you can get them for free. They'll be released to everyone after a week's time, or in a week's time. Also, please be a light in the dark for someone, because you never know when a single word or act of kindness will change someone's life or day for the better, or in ways that you may never know after got tongue-tied there. We're just going to roll with it. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and you all know what's coming. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And as always, see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.